If you feel like helping support the channel, you can now buy merch on bonfire.com. There is a link in the description below, and we have both this Stay Awesome design and a design for Blake. Isn't it adorable? Both of these available both in t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, and mug forms. Plus, more art coming soon. So, dreams are a captivating thing. Dreams can motivate us to do great and amazing things. And it seems that, no matter how crazy, anything can happen in a dream. This is why we call them dreams. They're figments of our imagination that we hope we can one day do. In most of our collective heads, we all kind of think, it's a dream. There's no way it'll ever be a reality. There are the few times that this idea is proven wrong. YouTube is a great example. A lot of YouTubers start out with the dream of one day being able to make money and live off of making content for people. I am one of those people with said dream. YouTube is only one of the more recent examples. We've also seen dreams with books. There are various authors that had a breakthrough chance of being able to get their books published. J.K. Rowling, for example, struggle going from publisher to publisher to publisher in an endless and what seemed to be fruitless attempt to try and make her dream come true. And now she has not only 2 entire book series, but also an entire movie series and an ongoing movie series today. And of course, there is no better medium for exploring dreams than gaming. Gaming provides the user with an amazing experience, an interactive experience, one that lets us get in and see firsthand how this dream is supposed to feel. It's why horror games are typically so much more scary than horror movies. It's because you're truly being immersed into the horror experience. And this works across a wide variety of games. It's why people can get lost playing a game for hours and hours and hours. Because games are just inherently an immersive medium, because you're putting yourself in the shoes of the person you're playing as. And, of course, when talking about dreams, one company in particular really does come to mind, of the major companies. Disney. Disney has made sure that whenever you think of dreams, you think of the mouse. And it's easy to see why. I mean, a majority of the Disney movies, especially the earlier ones, all talk about dreams coming true. Pinocchio wishing upon a star to be a real boy just so he can impress his father. Or Cinderella dreaming and wishing to escape from the clutches of her evil stepsisters. And so many more stories all throughout Disney that we could just go on and on and on and on and on with if you really wanted to. And, naturally, gaming and Disney came together in the ultimate dream fulfillment concoction with the series Kingdom Hearts. And, for those that don't know, the main creator of Kingdom Hearts, or at least too many consider to be the main creator of Kingdom Hearts, Nomura, was a bold game developer at Square Enix, at the time called the Squaresoft. And he had a dream. He wanted to make a Final Fantasy style game utilizing the Disney properties. A dream that seemed, well, a dream. Disney is a large company that rarely gives its products out to just anyone. So it seemed like this dream was one that would be lost to time. Until one fateful meeting in an elevator, when Nomura just so happened to run into a Disney executive. And so, to this Disney executive, he took the chance to make his dream come true, and he pitched the idea of a young boy going out through various Disney worlds to find his friends. A story in which friendship and dreams can conquer all. And the Disney executive loved the idea. He loved the idea so much that Nomura got the rights to any Disney property he wanted, and he made the game Kingdom Hearts, which was released on the PlayStation. And the series was massively successful, garnering many games, a very elaborate timeline, a mobile game that he's now putting all the lore into very annoyingly, and, most recently, yet another new installment. Going from the early 2000s all the way to now, Kingdom Hearts has stood the test of time, and all because Nomura was able to make his dream come true. And because of this, fans, respectfully so, have loved the series to death, because the series stands for that very idea, for the idea of dreams coming true. Throughout the series, Sora dreams of being with his friend, making life and making all of the worlds a better place. He's a kind-hearted soul that just wants to make the best out of every situation. And throughout each of the games, he does. He does exactly that. And, of course, being synonymous with the Disney brand, Kingdom Hearts, rightfully, explores many, many worlds in which many dreams come true. And so, with this series, fans of it, myself included, have this ingrown sense of anything is possible. And this series goes to prove that to some people, based on both its origins and the themes it often covers. And this isn't the only game to get that same sort of love. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle was released for the Nintendo Switch by... I'll put the developer on screen because I actually forgot the developer. Many were quick to backlash at the title, wondering, why is Mario crossing over with Rabbids? What's going on here? But then there was an interview, and this interview revealed that all of those people are just jerks and assholes. Because here's the truth. Mario plus Rabbids was a dream come true for its developers. Its developers dreamed of the day that they would be able to work with Nintendo and cross over Mario and Rabbids. Sound familiar? Wouldn't you know it? One of the best games to sell on the Switch, and yet another game to have a sequel. Mario plus Rabbids. Very interesting that Kingdom Hearts and Mario plus Rabbids both are dreams come true for their respective developers, that both cross over two majorly successful franchises, Final Fantasy and Disney in the case of Kingdom Hearts, and then Mario and Rabbids in the case of Mario plus Rabbids. Both of them benefit from the success of either franchise, and yet they were both allegedly dreams come true. And only after we're told that these games were, in fact, dreams come true, do we see these games being truly successful. Just a very interesting thing to note. But what we often forget is that every game starts as a dream. Games start in what's known as a conception phase. Depending on the game, this phase can last decades or minutes. Essentially, this is the phase in which the developer or developers come up with the base concept for a game they want to make. Man saves a princess by jumping on mushrooms. Hedgehog stops evil scientists by running fast. Spiky-haired child goes on a quest through Disney properties so he can save all the worlds. The conception phase then continues with developers putting together some basic drawings and explanations of the base concepts they want to do, collecting it all together into what we call a pitch. These pitches are then brought to the heads of a game company in what's called a pitch meeting to show off the idea and see if they can start using company resources to make their pitch an actual game. This is where the term greenlit comes from. A game is considered greenlit when the company head approves an idea to begin production. So, as you can tell, every game starts as a dream, a concept that someone or a group of people want to make a reality someday. In fact, multiple games have these sorts of stories behind them. Minecraft, now an unkillable cultural icon, started out as Notch's attempt at what he thought was a perfect game. The first FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy's, game was Scott Cawthon's last attempt to make a career making games after many failures trying to do the same thing. Even larger gaming franchises like Mario started as a dream by the original developer Shigeru Miyamoto. Pokemon was a dream game based on the developer's childhood of exploring the woods and battling beetles with his friends. My point is, why are we celebrating and praising titles like Kingdom Hearts and Mario + Rabbids for being dreams come true, when in their own unique ways, every single game in existence was, at one point, a future developer's dream that came true? And the other thing about dreams is that they don't always come true in the way you expect. Sometimes, a dream, no matter how strong, can go bad. Sonic 06 had lots of dreams behind it, but that didn't stop it from being an objectively bad game so full of bugs that the Sonic franchise still has a bad name to this day. Or how about Cyberpunk 2077? A game that had all the dreams and hopes in the world from both developers and fans that it would be amazing, and how did that dream turn out again? Oh, right. Look, I'm not saying celebrating dreams coming true is bad or something that we shouldn't do. I'm just saying we shouldn't elevate something beyond what it is just because we're told it is a dream come true. And lately, the whole gaming community has taken this way too far, praising all these dreams come true as untouchably sacred artifacts that are immune to any form of scrutiny because how dare you criticize the dreams of these developers? My main concern is that we're going to start seeing the term dreams come true used as a marketing ploy to steal the money and attention of people who don't stop to consider the true quality of these games. And for all we know, could have been used already for these franchises. Most of us don't know these developers beyond what we see at events, interviews, and meetings. So while dreams come true are obviously good, we need to stop letting the fact that something is a dream come true make us ignore what things are. Kingdom Hearts is and was always dreamed up to be a combination of Final Fantasy and Disney properties. You can't have one part without the other. Otherwise, it's not the original dream anymore. Whether that's for the better or for the worse. Also, you probably noticed, but during that one segment of the video, I went ahead and I showed off some Twitter replies. So follow me on Twitter at AustinDYT, and you could be included in a future video as well. I'm hoping to include as many fans as possible in upcoming videos. And of course, subscribe if you enjoyed. And that's really it. Buy the merch.